Oh, we trade one for another. Izzy is back. Jocelyn is out this week. Hopefully next week everybody will be here. But it's okay. This week we're picking up exactly where we left off, which to catch Izzy up, do you guys want to help fill in what has happened in the past however many weeks it has been? Izzy, what do you remember happening?
I don't think I was like pretty much ever in the city aside from taking that like school that I busted into. I graduated.
Jester school.
The one thing
Jester school
is going to Jester's school of all things. That's fantastic.
So you weren't there for the bird lady?
No.
I don't think. Or the puzzle.
I don't know if it ever made it onto YouTube, but I do think you were there for the combat where you guys first interacted with the bird lady, right?
Not the combat, but I remember like us chasing her down.
And then the actual puzzle.
And then the session ended.
No. So we've really lost way back in that village with the Sahwagan. You weren't there that day?
I don't know what you're talking about, dog.
Oh wait, no, Izzy was there that time. You're talking about the other
Izzy
village.
was drunk in the tavern at that village.
Wait. No, she wasn't there. That's right.
Okay, you got a lot to catch up on. I'll let the group do it instead of me.
Where now we're going from back there though? Oh no.
Just in terms of Bird Lady.
Okay, Bird Lady. Somebody else do it because you guys make me do everything, so go. Step up. Let's go.
So,
I don't have
Bird
to do
Lady,
once?
when you were drunk in the tavern in the town before Callisto, excuse me.
Vittor.
I'm bass boosting that.
Yeah. There we went out to go save some village folk from some monsters. Classic. Along the way, we were visited by a very strange and annoying bird that wasn't behaving well, according to being a bird. And so Rosario threw a paddle at it, breaking its HP. Oh yeah, breaking its polymorph 1 HP. Turns out to be a person who then just fucking flies off. I'm like, okay. We deal with these sea monster creatures. Turns out they're only attacking the villagers because their fish food source has been getting fucked up by what we now pretty much know to be the Viridium mining in the city of Callisto. Viridium being this sort of magic-y, crystal-y stuff. So sort of all connected in some capacity. And then, at some point during us being scattered across the whole fucking city, Ava and you come across Bird Lady again. Manage to track her in some capacity, and then I lose the thread of how we got to the temple as a group. So
we lost her. Me and Gwen lost her.
You did lose her.
We did not. What happened was
losing a humanoid? Whoa.
You did. That's what I was saying. I thought that was unfair. But you weren't there to try to play shorty with me, so I couldn't, But what happened was after that, Athera and Dahlia heard a whole bunch of those weird birds on the roof of the inn we were staying in. Went outside and Athera replicated the little song melody that they were doing and was given a piece of paper that said a very kind of big word, Wait, you were there for that! You were, because you said, what the fuck's a promontory? And I remember that. So you were. Why am I explaining
I was
this
here for one session in between, missing a good few.
You know this. Well, then we followed it, and you know that. And then we got trapped inside a thingy. We had to do a thing and do some music stuff. And then she came and talked to us. Were you there for that? I don't know.
No.
You weren't there for that.
Mm-mm.
Okay. I'm tapping in Gatlin.
You're not gonna tap in Natalie about the music puzzle?
I think you're tapping me
you got a
in
plant shelf?
whenever I was gone.
What?
I only pull this out for when I play Aethera.
Sick.
That was the worst tap-in I've ever done. Thanks, Gatlin.
I
said
I think
nothing.
that I
You
think you
literally
tapped me
said
in. I think you tapped me in the week I was gone. Was right after the bird thing.
We're here for the puzzle, and I know you were because you helped solve it, not me.
Oh, you're going back to the puzzle. I thought you meant what Bird Lady said to Aethera. Yeah, puzzle. We ended up building a chord each. What was it? Like wheels or whatever. They're pipes basically that we were tuning with the had air blowing through it, and we tuned them all to specific notes, and then it matched the harmony that the birds were singing, and then we stopped getting attacked by the giant golems, guards things.
Oh.
Which I did double check their stat blocks. They were supposed to deal 2d10 more damage whenever they hit.
Wow, that's
Wouldn't have mattered.
wow.
It wouldn't have.
Whoa.
But just throwing it out
I
there.
think some people might have went down if you remembered that.
Maybe. Leo might have.
Exactly. And then we met
Bird Lady's name is last name Dorenzo. She believes the Cassaro guy that Aethera wanted to meet was assassinated, and now her son's supposed to take over his job, but he's not, and that's why the mines are closed.
She thinks he's going to be assassinated too. We are hired to protect him at a masquerade ball.
Whoa! Woo! How cool!
So we have to stay in the city for like 3 weeks, and he's not supposed to know that we're here
Holy!
or that we're protecting him or like anything.
We staying in this bitch for like a whole month.
That's what I'm saying. We're like sitting ducks.
The time flies whenever you're not here for the sessions. You guys have already been here for, what, a week?
We've been here for
Oh my
2
God.
days.
Couple days.
Yeah, I was
We
gonna
don't
say,
go
I was
that
like-
far ahead.
It was like
Shorty,
3
we've
days.
slept once.
I think it's only been a couple days.
Oh my
in
You're
city.
really making us go like faster than we
Jeez.
want to.
It may have
Shorty.
been 3 months IRL, but it's been 2
Yeah,
days.
it feels.
We only have 30 more sessions until we get to the ball.
Oh, hey.
There are 2 more things that you guys can do before I pick up and fill in a couple of gaps. The first one is you should recognize this, Danny, since you.
Oh, I do, but shouldn't Lucian be the one to explain that?
I thought you were the one who got it first.
I think they're wanting you to explain what you used it for and what we
Oh,
got.
what I used it for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what it does.
Sorry. So, magic coin. Dahlia did a detect magic or something.
It was detect evil and good. I'll say
Detect evil and good.
Jocelyn's part since they're not here. Detect evil and good. Whenever you flip the coin, whichever side is facing up, there's an angel and what looks to be like a devil on both sides, and it emits that type of magic as it flips.
So basically, good luck, bad luck. So I was trying to figure out Baron's letter, and I ended up casting. Remember the spell name because it's Tumber spell.
Eyes of the
Celia's eyes. Yeah, Celia's eyes of the erudite. Which basically lets me understand written text. And I flipped the coin, landed on the angel side, so I automatically succeeded, and found out that within Baron's note was a spell scroll that basically summoned a giant chest with a bunch of stuff.
In the
my
middle, in the middle of the streets, he did.
In the
that.
middle of the street, yes.
Oh, great.
Of course.
Contents include, at least from these screenshots, a note that reads, I stole most of this from Valen Run before leaving. Perhaps you can put them to use. 13,819 gold pieces.
We read.
A pair of silver bracelets with arcane runes, bright bands. A ring of free action for Dahlia. A faint glowing purple tear-shaped crystal, Bella's tear. and then a scroll of Isamifi Baron's Aura of Control, and a scroll of Find the Path.
So what I'm hearing is Baron's a thief.
Did you think he was all good?
a little bit.
A little sneak.
He's a
But
guy.
we are now rich, but not in the city that we're currently in.
Yeah.
We are better poor.
You got stacks and stacks of ones in this city. You're still like wealthy, but it's not a lot compared to where you would be at with the rest of the world. A couple of details that I will fill in just to make sure that we all know how to start the session. First, Azalea Dorenzo, aka Bird Lady, absolutely is recruiting you guys to help protect this Signore Cassaro, who is the son of Galleazo Cassaro, who was recently dead, and she thinks he was assassinated. She thinks that Kairos is also going to get assassinated, and she is also his godmother. So her and Galleazo were apparently at least somewhat close. The last thing that really happened before you guys got Baron's chest was she basically gave you a credit card and said, hey, you have 3 weeks until this ball. I'll hit you up in 2 weeks to start like actually making plans. Between now and then, start prepping. Get everything that you need in order to protect this person. Whatever methods that they could be attacked by, I expect you to cover. This is your specialty. You're far better at combat than I am. So I'm going to let you guys do your thing. So you have a little signet with her, or like a little coin with her signet on it, which will essentially allow you to have things charged to her estate. But if anything questionable comes up, she is absolutely going to be, hitting you guys up and trying to figure out why you're spending her money willy-nilly. But I say let's pick up on the following day after you guys have discovered Baron's chest, or that night if you guys have some things you want to say about it. And then you guys can start poking around at the 2 areas I know you want to, which is Galleazo's body and his study. Anything that you guys wanted to do that night, or any specific reactions from the 2 who were not here as to Baron's big ass chest of treasure?
Whoa, that's a cool ass chest.
I feel like Baron's big ass chest is a great spell name.
It's Wither's Big Naturals, but it's
Love me some Wither's Big Naturals.
but yeah, you guys can sit here and, like, if you want to do a little bit of mundane stuff before we get into the investigation. First of all, you have thousands and thousands of gold pieces. I don't know if you guys just want to toss that in a bag of holding, if you want to divvy it up. That's not for me to say. This is your game. You guys just let me know whenever you're ready to start poking and prodding into Galleazo's untimely demise.
Should I mention my conversation with Professor Remen?
Ooh, if you would like to, I certainly think it is relevant.
I will, although nobody in character knows about this conversation. So I think at least Natalie was here whenever I ran into Professor Remen at the library here in town when we first got in. I don't know if Izzy was, but basically my missing sister's old professor, the one who was helping out with the project that caused her disappearance way back when. Ran into him. He wanted to meet up. I ended up meeting him, scheduling a meeting inside the bar, or inside the tavern, during Ava's show, in which case every single person, I believe in character, thought I was on a date.
Good for you. Good for you.
Not it. But ended up talking with him. He has a task for me to catch some very rare fish, I think on the north coast.
Yeah, further north of the city,
aboleth fish.
At least like a couple miles up. The vague information he gave you was the name of the creature is an aboleth, a little more than a fish, but he said that they tend to live kind of deep in caverns. But he has tracked some to live like near this coast, a little bit further north than Callisto.
Yeah. But that's pretty much it. I'll leave the other details for later.
I didn't know you were a fisherman.
Do I have access to lightning lure?
You have access to Leo.
You do.
Oh, were you gonna say something?
Nope.
Oh.
Nah, I'm confused.
I guess that's all the information that's really pertinent to the party for now. Obviously, Lucian has a complicated connection to this man as he is connected to his sister's disappearance, but we'll see if he decides to help him out. As of right now, I don't think you guys know anything in character, so that's just over the table knowledge. The night of, where we get Baron's chest, you guys are out in the street outside of the Lost Lament. Big ass chest of gold. A couple of magic items, those can get divvied out. Dahlia literally takes the thing that has her name on it with a little note, and kind of holds on to that to use it later. But the rest of you guys can decide what to do with the rest of this word that you have now.
How'd she read it?
It's a riddle.
I told her.
My bad.
Put it all in the bag of holding. Just put it all in.
Throw it all in there.
Rosari's.
I'm going to take the silver bracelets and put it in my robe pocket.
Hey.
Do you want to go ahead and take the 2 scrolls that I don't know?
Those will go
how
in the
to
bag
use?
of holding. They'll go in the bag of holding for now.
What do you need those bracelets for?
If you
Really?
tell the party what they do, as a character, you
I was trying
to know.
I was trying to find the page on what they do.
I can tell you, they're very, very simple. Again, over the table information until Lucian decides to share. He has a lot of secrets up in his brain. These are the official armaments of the Valenrun's Guard, the Magyar, they are called. They allow you to anyone else who is attuned to a matching set of bracelets. Like these two match each other. Anyone who is attuned to them has advantage on saving throws against the other person's spells and resistance to damage from those spells.
Wow. Pretty cool.
So they're enemies, but they try not to hurt each other? I'm confused.
Over the table, again, it's more so they can use area of effect spells if they need.
Oh, and
Yeah.
not get hurt. Got you.
Yeah, so we don't get fireballed.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
like,
Oh, yeah. Okay, I
have
see. I
these
see now.
And Lucian can call him and not feel bad about it.
You might get a bracelet later. That's all you need to know.
Or use evasion.
I don't have it yet. That's my next
If Lucian
thing.
gives you a bracelet, you should probably plan to use evasion.
Aethera, do you want to put the 2 scrolls in your bag of holding? And then the Velastyr?
Sure.
I'm gonna have to sell some stuff to make some room for the gold.
Wow.
Is that listed somewhere so I know what exactly to put in?
Yeah, in-game chat, 4:13 to
Thanks.
10:09 p.m.
Here, I'll just do this.
Yeah, that would have been smarter.
Perfect.
Okay. If you guys don't have anything else you want to do, we can just fast forward to the next day. It is still cloudy, but not rainy. There's just a gray overcast, rolling clouds. It's a very quiet and calm day in the city, or as quiet and calm as it can be. Do you guys have anything you want to do before we get to the investigative stuff?
Nah.
Nar.
You're not supposed to be. Gatlin's banned from the chat.
I'm just saying we passed over it, so I'm just making it known that that's what I did.
I mean, the chest dissipates. It's from a spell.
Ow. Well,
All right.
probably
Well,
my
for a
fun.
few
Okay.
hours, people were really confused.
For a few hours.
It takes a while to dissipate.
Big old chest sitting in the middle of the street. I will say,
Sorry, what
you
were you
guys don't
saying?
really have anything from the next morning. Sometime around noon, you will receive a little songbird that perches on the window of the tavern, kind of looking at you guys through, pecks at the glass a little bit, and you see a little note attached to its feet.
For you, Athera.
I will take it from it if it'll let me.
Sure. We'll say that you slide open the window, the bird hops in, and you take the note off. At that time, Flaviano, who is over behind the bar, pokes his head out from behind a corner and just goes, "Are you letting birds inside of my establishment?"
Yeah?
What's wrong with that?
Hey, when are you taking me to get what I want, Flaviano?
I have to acquire the funds first, so it might be a second. Let me come.
Oh, you told me you're so wealthy and happy, though.
I am very happy and I am very comfortable.
Wealthy. Oh, but you told me you were wealthy, though.
Just because I have the confidence of a wealthy man does not make it so. In fact, I despise rich. Toodaloo, and he scurries off into the tavern. The note is very simple. It gives you the name of a sort of like physician's office, like a healing ward. Dahlia is back at this point, so I will say that you guys establish, hey, this is the place that Dahlia went and volunteered at. And it says that a copy of Galleazo's recent as in the past like year and a half, 2 years, his physician reports, Dorenzo requested a copy and said that you guys would go pick it up for her. As in, this is her in to get you that information. And then
Okay.
more to come at the bottom.
Oh. So, we're gonna go to this place and just get some files.
Seems like a good place to start.
What
Can
are we
we
getting
just
files for?
His health records, Gwen.
Okay.
The guy that died, Gwen.
Oh,
The previous Cassaro, Gwen.
my bad.
Yeah. Why don't we just go, like, dig up his body or something?
That's kind of gross.
Well, do you want to solve the mystery or not?
I have a feeling that
It
his
is-
body's not somewhere that's just dig upable.
I feel like he's
Oh.
very much in a gold tomb somewhere.
Yeah, like some crazy rich person thing.
Mausoleum
For sure.
thing. Yeah.
For sure.
Makes sense.
Okay. Well, we could break in and take
Good.
the body out.
And you know what else could happen if we do that?
What?
Kyrus could get angry and try to find the people that did that and then see us.
Well, we could disguise ourselves.
It seems like a lot of steps for just maybe we get all the information we need from these medical records.
Oh, you always want to do things the boring way. Fine.
Does sound pretty boring.
Sorry I'm not
Yeah.
exciting enough for you, Ava.
Paperwork's not boring.
Oh my god.
What do you mean
And
it's
she just
not
walks out.
boring?
Ava's gone.
You're surrounded by nerds.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Ava's on her way there.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
good, she's gone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna follow Ava.
Bye.
Well, you guys are heading out. I will say that Dahlia helps kind of direct you guys. And you begin making your way through the city to this sort of it's basically a hospital. But obviously we have magical healers in this world. So they have a couple of people trained in medicine, a couple of people who can cast some basic healing spells. You guys stroll through the city until you roll up, and there are a couple of people waiting around in this sort of waiting room, a couple of seeming like nurses, and then a man walks up to you guys. He's very tall and skinny. He's got like scruffy facial hair, short black hair. He walks up speaking in Westarian to you guys, seeing Dahlia leave the group, and he just says, "Oh, welcome back. We would be glad to have an extra set of hands today if you would be willing, and you brought extras." Hello.
No.
Hi.
All good on that. We're just here to pick something up.
Madam Dorenzo?
Right. I got a message that someone would be picking something up. I didn't know it would be you. Give me just a moment. And he walks back into an office and comes back with like a manila folder of papers. And he hands it to you guys. And he says, apparently I was supposed to note that the page on top would be hopefully sufficient, but the rest just for safekeeping. Made a copy of everything. Will that be all?
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Where's his body?
He looks down at the folder that says Cassaro, Galleazo. He says, "We don't do that here. This is a hospital."
What? You don't do what? You don't know where the body is?
No.
What
Could
you
check
don't?
with,
There's
like,
not.
a cemetery.
We gotta go to like the
you don't.
morgue or
But
something.
he was the big guy here, wasn't he?
He was
hospital, morgue,
one of
different
the big
places.
guys.
Yeah, they have a big book.
He was, right. So where is the big guy now?
I don't know. I'm not a member of his family. I don't know where he requested to be buried at.
I believe these people are more focused on keeping the citizens alive rather than
Nicely.
disposing
You
of them.
never know if somebody knows. So it never hurts to ask, Lucian.
I mean, have you ever seen Dahlia willingly bury a body? It's the same thing.
Mm.
We appreciate the help.
Ava's gone.
It was my friend. He gives you guys a wink and heads off. You guys take the folder and begin to exit. Who takes the folder? Obviously, Dahlia will not, for multiple reasons. So which one of you guys wants to start rifling through some of the pages?
I'll grab it immediately from him and start looking through.
Fantastic. The very first page is not a medical record. It is, in fact, a schedule for a set of 4 guards today. And it has a list of their names, their basic identities, like their gender, hair color, how tall they are, eye color, stuff like that. And it has a schedule listed out of where they are stationed and when, and the rules for their station. To put it very simply, there are 4 of them that are currently like kind of guarding Galleazo's office, his like study in the city. Every 15 minutes, they rotate. 2 of them go through the building, 2 of them walk the perimeter, and then go to a new station. There is 1 name circled, and it's going to be 1. Let me make this up on the spot really quick.
George.
It's not
Lloyd.
George. Absolutely not.
My last DMPC was George, actually.
But there is a guard named Giovanna, and it has like a little star next to her name. And it says in a little note, selective vision.
What's that mean, Lucian?
Here, Ava, I feel like this paper's for you.
What?
And I'm
I don't like paper. We just
that sheet
I already told you I don't
to
like
Ava,
it.
and-
I'm like batting it away. Goodbye. Go.
I'm
No.
handing to her and dropping it above her hands, hoping she catches it before I start going through medical records.
Oh, I hate paperwork.
Ava, you do in fact speak thieves' cant. Will you make me an intelligence roll? Very
What if
DC
Ava just doesn't want to right now because she's bored?
investigation.
Okay. I didn't have my D&D up. Whoa. Okay, that was... Well, I don't know what DC is. That's a flat 17. Does that pass, or do I need to add them?
I mean, go ahead and pull your character sheet up, but that's gonna...
I know, Shorty, I'm doing it, okay?
This paper is hinting at
19.
That these 4 guards are going to be patrolling and moving around the facility every 15 minutes. One of the guards, this Giovanna, has selective vision, which probably means that she's in Dorenzo's pocket, so to speak, and if you guys approach while she is on guard duty, she will selectively not see you if you choose to go in. But you still would have to navigate your way around the other 3 guards. Make sure you don't get seen by them.
So we have a way in, and then what? Because there's 3 other guards who will not selectively look the other way.
So when they're going one on casing the joint, you go on her side.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but like they
go in.
So there are the 4 stations I mentioned. All 4 of those are out on the perimeter of the little estate that this is on. Every 15 minutes, 2 of the guards go through the building.
Yes, that's what I meant.
Mm-hmm.
We have to get around them. And how are you going to do that, Rosaris?
Who said I was?
No. I
don't
see
think
where
Rosaris
this
is
is
going
going.
to do it.
I see where it's going right now,
Well, look,
and I don't like it.
Lucian is going to make the plan. He's going to do the numbers and calculate the times, and then he's going to give that paperwork to you, and you're going to go do it.
Well, I would also really love to see this lab if possible.
Way more than I would. So you should go, Lucian. Do you have invisibility?
I'm not going alone.
Oh my gosh.
I can go and take off my armor so I don't creep around.
Yes, but look at you. You're a big guy. How are you going to be stealthy?
He's not.
Thank you, Athera.
I mean, if we could just go in when that one's on guard at that point and then get out within the 15 minutes.
Is breaking and entering going to be fun?
Don't you
Does it
always
matter?
I've
have
never
fun?
done that before.
No, I don't. I don't steal and I don't break and enter because those are bad things to do. It's wrong. Thank you.
Yep. Never seen you do that ever in my
Exactly.
life.
I'm glad you're holding the moral line, but it's from the wrong side.
No.
Yeah, I don't understand. I don't get it. What's
Way worse than assassinating people, so...
Well, if you want to do the breaking, I can do the entering.
My question was, would it be fun?
Do you like
Probably.
breaking things?
Sometimes.
Then it might be sometimes fun.
Oh, I have a key I could try to use. Then we wouldn't have to break anything. You just let this right in.
That works for me.
Okay, fine. I don't know what we're
Still be
doing,
like
but I'll do it.
unlawful entering.
I know. This is gonna be really, really bad for me internally, but that's fine. I can take it, I think.
All right.
Uh-huh. So can we maybe some people should distract Gwen,
What?
you're a jester.
What about it?
Could you distract the guards with a sweet little act? You and
I-
Zim? I bet
I-
they've never
I-
seen nothing like it.
I could try.
It'll buy us some time, I think. And it might make it easier if more than just Lucian and me want to come inside. And
I'm gonna go along.
All right. More than if Rosari's... It'd probably help if Rosari's is coming because he's really big.
You want him along?
Yeah, I'll go.
I thought about it. I don't want him to leave. So he's coming with us.
He's going to give us away.
No.
I think you all massively underappreciate heavy stealth.
We're not trying to leave a trail of bodies.
We can't get arrested.
No, I will be fine.
Yes, and Leo, if the Jester Act doesn't work to distract the guards, try to rob someone. I think that would work.
Oh. So
That's
then
like
we
a
have to break him out of jail.
That's like another distraction. Like when they think the distraction is over, you do something worse, and then they're like, "Oh, you might get arrested. Don't get caught."
So your plan is to leave Dahlia with Gwen and Leo, who will most likely get arrested if your plan completes.
Well, they can come up with what they want to do, you know. I think the Jester Act is a good thing. Leo, distract... if, you know, maybe if there's a pretty guard lady, you work the charm of yours. Nudge, nudge. You know?
My last girlfriend died. I don't...
Did she?
Yes, she was on the list. I don't think I'm in a position to be going about
I don't remember that.
gallivanting around with random women.
Oh, well, fuck you. Yeah, people grieve differently. Sometimes it's nice, okay?
To smooth things over and go a different route, what if we just paid a mob of people to go to one of the, like, the opposite side of the gate? There's 4 guards.
I think this is what we always do. Like, we always do this thing where we come up with so many grand plans for an hour, and we should have just, like, went right for it. So maybe we just go right for it.
Speaking of, Lucian, this stack of papers that you are, in fact, looking at, I'm going to say that you pull out, like, the last year's worth of stuff, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 5 papers that are within the last year. No, 6. I missed one. A lot of this terminology is going to go way over Lucian's head, even though you speak the language. I'm just going to read this out in English and tell you what, like, some of the stuff is happening. The furthest back paper is dated the 26th of Lorum, 1228. So this was over a year ago. Blood test. AU. 0, and it has like a little symbol, 0 micrograms per deciliter. AG, 0 micrograms per deciliter. CU, 109 micrograms per deciliter. The next one reads the exact same thing. AU, 0. AG, silver. CU, 99 micrograms per deciliter. The next one, exact same situation. AU, silver. AG, AU 0, AG 0, CU 115 micrograms per deciliter.
Yo, for anyone who understands what's being read, this is wild and strange.
I was gonna say I don't understand that.
I have no idea what was just said.
Just came out of Shorty's mouth.
I do. I understood all that.
I bet Lucian absolutely recognizes these as gold, silver, and copper, and they're in a blood list.
Yeah.
However, give me a medicine check with disadvantage. It's a real.
That is massive.
Like, why? That is insane.
Yeah.
And also, why?
That's an at 20.
Okay. On a nat 20, I'll at least give you some information.
You'll at least.
Yeah. So obviously this is a blood
Give
test
them all of it
for various minerals in the blood. The thing that I'm going to point out that's so weird here that Lucian would know, gold and silver aren't in the blood. The blood does naturally have some copper, like very, very trace amounts. You don't know if this number is a lot or very, very little, but the fact that he has 0 gold and silver in his blood stands out because who would test for that? Like, no normal doctor runs a test like that. And the fact that there's 3 of them is kind of strange. On a nat 20, I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to tell you now that you're not going to be able to get all of the information just with Lucien's knowledge. You're going to have somebody with like a really good medicine proficiency who understands what some of these words mean help you out with this. The next physician report was the 5th of Radis, 1229. This was a couple months ago during the summer. It says, note, patient was not scheduled for an appointment until 18th Serum, 1229, 2.5 months early. Possible signs of paranoia. Again, AU, 0 micrograms per deciliter. AG, 0 micrograms. CU, copper, 166 micrograms, a little bit higher than the previous numbers. Symptoms, pruritus, xerosis. Summary, patient assigned soothing ointment, itchiness potentially caused by mild allergic reaction. The next physician report, 9th of Radis, 1229, so 4 days later. Symptoms, pruritus, xerosis, dyspnea, and fatigue. Summary, patient tested for multiple allergies, all negative. Could be lack of sleep or bad diet. Patient given a steroid shot and multivitamin tablets. Instructed to return in 1 week or if condition worsens. The next report is from 2 days later. Symptoms, growing list here. Pruritus, xerosis, dyspnea, fatigue, emesis, hematuria, peripheral edema. Summary, patient likely in critical condition, immediate enrollment into IIC. And then the last, most recent document here is an IIC report. 11th through 12th of Radis, 1229. Test report indicate pulmonary edema. No signs of heart failure, kidneys fully shut down. Patient time of passing, 3:41 a.m., 12th of Radis, 1229. Now, as much as you as a player understood about that is about how much Lucien understood about that. A lot of these symptoms names, you have no idea what they mean.
I knew some of those words.
That he visited the doctor regularly, and then for some reason started going very often, and they didn't think that it was serious at first because he didn't have a lot of symptoms, and then he showed up like a couple days later and his kidneys were shut down and he died.
So 2 things. 1, can you send me a full list of everything you just read?
When we go on break, I'll take pictures of it and send it to you. I do not have it on my phone right now.
I was trying to type it down, and then I didn't know how to spell some of it, and I was like, you know what?
It's fine.
Whatever.
You can just ask me. Tell you anything.
2, after reading through this, Lucien's going to pull Leo aside, and I'm going to share my findings with him.
That's extremely disturbing. Let's see how much I know about what those conditions were.
Leo, you can give me a medicine check. I will say on a 20, I'll give you a little. On a 25, I'll give you a lot.
This is very depressing because the digital die that I rolled landed on a corner. I don't know how that works. It was almost a nat 20, but it was instead a total of a 21.
Okay, on a 21. I will let you ask me a question such as the micrograms for copper. Is that low, high, good? Or if you want to know what some of these symptoms are, I'll give you one or the other.
I think Leo's just going to assume, not being super intelligent, assume that any copper is bad, and go for what some of the most reoccurring symptoms were. I think the one that was listed the most, and then also the ones that were beside the kidney failure.
Yeah, I'll just give you all the symptoms because there's only about 4 that are really like, oh, you're gonna like not ever recognize this word. So the very first report with symptoms said that he had itchy and dry skin, and that was pretty much it. Yeah, that was it. Itchy skin, dry skin. So he got some ointment for it and he was good. The next time he also was kind of fatigued and short of breath, which is why they said it could be lack of sleep, could be a bad diet. He might just need to exercise, blah, blah, blah. They give him some multivitamins. And then 2 days later, he comes in with vomiting, bloody urine, and swollen ankles and wrists. And then he went to the IIC, where they were able to find out that his kidneys went into complete shutdown.
Okay. What were some of the actual like words though?
Pruritus is itchy skin, xerosis is dry skin, dyspnea is shortened of breath, emesis is vomiting, hematuria is bloody urine, and peripheral edema is swollen ankles and wrists.
Great. And do I think that there is a connection between those things, or is that listed? Like between the copper and that, are those like...
It is not listed.
Like, I don't think I would know symptoms of copper poisoning. That's weird. Yeah.
I'm going to say on a 20...
That would be my supposition. Yeah, I would be like, I have no idea what... Like, honestly, this is just... He started out with some skin issues and then transitioned into peeing blood and dying. So... I don't know what copper poisoning looks like. I don't know what those symptoms are, but maybe that's it. But I honestly have no idea. But I at least can understand what this is saying. But otherwise, we'd have to do some research and find out what copper poisoning looks like and how that would even work. And I guarantee you there's something going on here about the alchemical, metallurgical, blah, 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 blah. Because he was turning... Like, he was doing alchemy, and they were testing for gold and silver in his bloodstream. Who does that? That's not a thing. So, I don't know.
I'm actually going to...
One question, DM question.
Yeah, go ahead.
What was the stuff he was transmuting into gold?
That much you do not know. However,
we don't know. Okay, I thought Bird Lady told us what he actually was using.
She mentioned it was kind of a vague term, but she said that like Galleazo was one of the only people to ever be able to like permanently transmute. She said stone to gold, but it could be. She
said stone.
Anything.
That's too generic. I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that. That's too
Dahlia
generic.
rolled a nat 20 for a total of a lot with a medicine check, 25. So she will help fill in the other gap and say that she was here yesterday and like copper is normal on a blood test and his numbers were actually normal up until that last one where they jumped into the 160s or something like that. But like around
460s,
75 to 150, that's all normal amounts. Like there's copper in the blood. She'll say that she learned it yesterday while she was here because she helped do blood tests.
There you go.
So, Leo, looking at this, was he consuming viridium? I mean, I can't see any other reason that these levels are spiking like this.
I'm not really sure, and it definitely has something to do with the viridium and the transmutation and something. The bird lady told us that he was transmuting stone into gold. Stone is not a thing. So is it something to do with other metals? Was he attempting to treat himself with viridium?
Well, because obviously his kidneys were processing something that they could. And with the high copper levels, what are the chances he may have been converting copper into gold?
Kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah. Clearly, though, he didn't know what was happening, right? Like this was not his doing, though, right? Because he would have known what was wrong with him if he was doing it himself, presumably.
Unless he's not as smart as we've been led to believe.
Well, yes, but give him the benefit of the doubt. I think realistically he was being dosed. Like, you know, people will become accustomed to poisons. They put a little bit of poison in their tea and they increase the dosage every day and then they're immune to it, that sort of thing. But like, he died to it instead.
Did I notice anything in these medical charts of him stating that he was taking any kind of supplements besides the vitamins given by the hospital?
No, they don't include anything like that. I will let you guys on these medicine checks at least make the assumption that if he was taking anything that could have been a factor, they probably would have listed it.
Okay. But so far, the only thing that's listed on these charts are what vitamins, and there's something else that they gave him.
They gave him a steroid shot and like multivitamin tablets is what they said.
Okay. Well, is it possible someone at this hospital could have been...
He started having symptoms before he came to the hospital, so I think this is someone in his estate. Someone had it in for him. Clearly had it in for him. Like, based on what Birdlady was saying, and I think this is evidence to that fact. He was being poisoned. I think we have to go look up what we have to go do some research. You have to go do some research. I don't know how libraries work about copper poisoning. What is the effect of too much copper on the body, or what else potentially could cause those symptoms? Because that's outside of any of our medical knowledge.
Hey, Shorty. Ava does a lot of poison. Does she know anything about copper poisoning?
Give me a poisoner's kit check. Let's look into this and see if there's anything that you might know about it.
Ava, we think he was poisoned. Could you replicate this?
Replicate? You want me to poison you?
You know what happened? No, wait. I could get into that. Nope, just kidding. No, I mean, maybe you just know. You ever seen this stuff before?
What does detect poison and disease do anything for me? Because I have that spell.
No, because that literally detects, like...
You sense the kind of poison, creature, or contagion. Oh, okay. Got you. Poisoner kit is a...
Is that an 8 or a 20?
What?
Is that a 20 or an 8?
It's a 20.
I love how you think like picking up a die and showing us a 20 like proves that you rolled a 20.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice I did.
Turned it to a 20 and then show it like.
No way.
I did it too. I don't have any better way to prove that I rolled it.
I literally didn't even look at what I rolled, but it's a 20
on a 20,
and I got a +3.
Oh, you do know quite a bit about poisons. This is definitely, from what you're seeing, a more medical thing. There are some poisons that can do this, but like copper poisoning is not necessarily the same thing as what you would make. Despite that, you do know about the poison's effect on the bodies, and the processes are pretty similar. And you're able to identify that, at least from what you're seeing here, they did blood tests. Mm-hmm. And they probably would have, if he was being poisoned, detect some of it. So you're able to make one of two assumptions. He wasn't poisoned, and whatever this was some other effect, or it was a poison, but it ran its course and was out of his body before they were able to detect it and identify it, which means that it would have ran its course before the symptoms fully took place.
Nope, I don't know anything about it, Leo.
Well, to the library then.
Why are we going to the library? I thought we were gonna go to this person's house.
Yeah, why did we go take care of the lab thing first?
Do you want to go to the library
well, yes,
right now?
but eventually. No, not right now, of course. I don't want to go to the library. That's boring.
That's what I'm saying. Glares at Lucian.
Sometimes you have to do boring things, though. That's life.
No,
I don't
not my
understand
life.
what's boring about it.
Oh God, Ava's walking away.
All right. Well, you guys have the kind of information about the guards' schedules there. You can plan as much as you want, or you guys can just kind of show up to the estate.
I say we just go for it. Athera, can you be small? And then if all of the rest of us get caught, you could still go.
That's the plan.
Lucian? Invisibility?
I have it ready.
Uh-huh. Rosaries? Just try not to. Oh! I just, like, slap you on the back, and I give you bardic inspiration. Don't fuck it up!
You may want to hold on to that for a little bit.
Hold on to you, or...
The bardic.
Why?
They expire after a while. This is player to player.
We have 15 minutes. How long?
Are we right outside?
No.
Oh, I thought we were there. Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna slap
I clap
you
you back on the
bit.
shoulder and be like, thank you.
Ow. You're too strong. Stop.
All right. Tell me how you guys want to find this place. You do have like an address. It's in the nicer section of the city. Really like a handful of blocks from Kyrus's like manor, which you're assuming was probably Galleazo's before. But you guys can kind of stay near it and stake out the place. You can just walk up to a guard. You tell me what you want to do.
We're gonna wait till the other guards are in a good position, right? And then go right past the girl, Giovanna.
While we're waiting, can I take off the armor?
Sure. You guys station out like a street away. You're looking at the manor. It's got some like trees decorating it, some like big beautiful windows. It's made out of a very nice like dark wood with gold pillars holding up different sections. The windows are gilded with gold. And while you guys are looking and Ava's talking about, oh, we'll just wait for the girl, you look and you see 4 pretty much unidentifiable guards all wearing the exact same outfit. You have like a little helmet on their head with the crest of the Cassaro house kind of fastened to their shoulder. But they are just kind of standing around. They have like a spear on their back should they need it. And they are stationed, hands behind their back, just kind of scanning and watching the immediate area. But there are, 4 different, I guess there wouldn't be 4 different gates, but there are 4 guards stationed around. 2 of them are at gates, 2 of them are at either end.
Did we know, like, where the lab is located? Like, is this whole building the lab, or is there, like, a specific
This building
room?
is his office. So it's not a super big building. It's like 1 story. It's like there is a big central door, and then there's like a wing on the left, wing on the right, and then there's like a entire back area.
Cool. I'm gonna turn to Lucian. What are the chances that this is magically enforced as well as physically?
Very high. I would expect them to have some sort of Viridian contraption for security purposes.
Are there any open windows?
Open?
I was about to ask the same thing.
Did you say no? Sorry, I didn't.
No open windows, no.
Cool. Any little, like, holes, like vents or doors that weren't repaired correctly or anything like that?
The house itself is boarded up pretty tight. I will let you give me, let's call it a... Ooh, you know what we'll call it? Whatever form you want to take. Give me a dexterity check. And depending on what you get, there might be a spot small enough for you to get through.
great, because my highest dexterity is a massive animal. I don't even know if I have a block for these.
So, over the table, can cast Dimension Door for me and one other person, which I was planning to get inside the lab, in the actual room itself. But I don't know if we need to use it to just get in the building, or if I can save it for the lab.
You can use it to get into the building. You can. I'm not saying you should, but you can.
Cool. If I turn into a small squirrel, I don't have a stat block for that, but maybe you know?
I'll call it a +3 to dexterity, plus I think it uses the CR of the creature for the proficiency bonus, so it'd be another +2. So you had a +5 to the roll.
Okay. So a dirty 20.
A dirty 20. There's no spots for you to crawl in, but you think as the squirrel you might be able to like nudge a window up enough to squeeze through, but you're not sure if the guards would notice you doing that is the main issue.
So the 4 guards are where we are, so I'm assuming there's a back of the building.
Yeah, there's
which
one
might
guard
hypothetically have a window?
the back, the front, the left, and the right. And then every
Athira, you
15 minutes.
You can speak into people's minds, right?
Sometimes I confuse myself with other people, so let me check. Yes, I can do that.
Okay. Well, because we need to figure out which one is the woman who would look the other way, and you could just.
Oh, so you want me to freak out all the other guards by speaking to them, and then I figure out which one is her.
Yes, you could just be like, "I'm your conscience," or something. I don't know.
I thought about doing that, but I'm worried. I'm worried that if I do that, it'll alert them to something going on when I inevitably get the wrong person.
Is there like multiple females? Like, can we tell?
You guys could certainly like make a perception check. I will say at this time,
yes.
the guards are going to start rotating around. So what happens is the guards at the front and the back, where the 2 gates are, go through the gates and enter the house. And then you kind of lose track of them as they scan the floors, walk around, and then the 2 guards who are at either side rotate to those gates. And then about 3, 4, maybe 5 minutes later, the 2 guards exit again and take up the side stations. But if someone wants to attempt to spot the characteristics of these guards from a distance, you could certainly try. Athira would, be the highest perception for that, but it's going to be difficult to tell even from a distance.
Let's go. That's
Disadvantage.
Fucking nope. No, sir.
I keep forgetting I can see other people's dice on D&D Beyond
Yeah,
now.
it's kind of weird.
It sketches me out.
That's a big one.
That's a big nat one right there.
That's a 1.
Whopping 1.
I got a 17 plus 8.
With disadvantage?
Disadvantage.
Uh-huh.
Not. I can never tell.
Also, I'm going to lock the 2 people rolling for this.
No, I didn't roll. You didn't say that. You cheated. You cheated. Athira rolled.
So too busy looking at the windows.
Yeah, Athira is actively investigating the windows. So, Ava, what'd you get? You said a 6?
The line was under the circle, so 6 plus 8.
So 14.
Well,
you're able to tell figures apart. To your best guess, this guard is one of 2 more like femininely proportioned figures that are walking around.
Why don't we just go up or why doesn't one of us just go up and ask their name, one person's name, someone's name?
Ooh, how about someone does that, and while you're doing that, I will try and get in a window.
Good.
So you're distract the guard at the window I go to.
And
Is now a good time for the clown distraction?
Are we still
Will that
doing
get
that?
us information, though?
Probably not.
Oh, well,
Might get me arrested, though.
What if you went up to ask if their name is Giovanna, and then you said you knew that because you're actually a jester, a magical jester, and then you start performing?
I don't think that makes any sense.
Okay, somebody just go. Probably someone that speaks their language, by the way, Lucian and Rosaris.
I mean, I could try something, but I don't know if you'd like it.
No, I will love whatever you do.
The important thing is to figure out their name while you're doing it.
That's the key here.
What does Giovanna look like again?
Girl.
I think that's what we have.
50% of the population.
I have narrowed her down to 2 figures.
Shorty, can I look at the note that's in Ava's hand?
The note with the general description says that Giovanna has blonde hair and blue eyes versus one of the other guards. You'll notice that most of them have darker hair. So 2 of them are like a brown color. One of them has black hair. So,
okay. And the helmets that I see, are they like, can you see the eyes, or is there like a
yeah, they're
natural
open
veil?
faced. It's just hard to tell from a distance.
Cool. We could just go and say hi and then walk away. If it's not blue eyes, not the person.
All right, you want to be freaking weird? Go ahead, Razar. Go do that.
I mean, I could just say I got a delivery or something. I don't know.
Okay, both of you. Go right ahead.
Go ahead.
To get,
You can do
okay.
this. I believe in you.
Give me a second. Hold on. Con's gonna.
While this is
ruffle
happening, I
through
am
her
gonna.
bag.
When she does that, I am gonna try and get in the window on that side.
She's gonna take out like a pie crust tin and a jar with whipped cream in it, and she's just gonna shake it out.
Oh no!
Into the pie.
Please, when? Do not.
No, it's not. No, it's not gonna be thrown at her. Okay, I'm saying I got a pie delivery.
Okay.
As long as you don't throw the pie.
I want to see this. So go right ahead.
What's her name again? I already forgot.
Giovanna.
Giovanna. Okay. Are the guards like in pairs? Like what's going on with that?
One at the front, one at the back, one at the left, one at the right.
I narrowed it down to 2. I'm gonna point out the 2 that I think it might be.
Okay. All right.
You can do that.
I go up to the first guard we see then, I guess.
You tell me whether it is the one at the front gate, right side, left side, or back gate.
Let's go left side. I love a good old left.
Cool. You guys watch as Gwen walks around to the left side of the building and approaches the guard. I'm gonna go ahead and roll a d20. What do you do or say as you approach?
I'm going to pretend to read a little, like, I have a piece of paper in my hand, and I'm gonna just, like, pretend to read. Are you Giovanna? I got a delivery. Giovanna? That's what it says on you.
Voice replies in Septanian. Cosa? Huh?
That's why.
Giovanna, you know? Woman?
Does this.
You look
Gosh,
and you see the face, blue eyes. You see a little bit of blonde hair, kind of pulled back tight in the back of the helmet.
Giovanna? Yes, no, maybe so.
No. And then she whispers under her breath. She says, I am selectively looking, not stupid.
I got a delivery for you.
No.
Continues the bit.
It's a pie.
Yeah.
And I'm going to just throw it in Zim's face.
Zim's ears, like a cat, fold back immediately, and he just wipes his face clean.
I think we did it! Yeah!
You see her
I
start
think
reaching
that
for
means
the weapon
that's the one, guys.
and start saying something in Septenian, but you can get the vibe of like, go away, get out. She kicks some of the whipped cream on the ground and walks back to her post.
I'm gonna like take a dollop off of Zim and put it in my mouth. Alright guys, I think that might be Giovanna.
Hey, Shorty.
Yes.
Like 80% share.
I was attempting to get in the window above that guard.
Fantastic. Go ahead, give me a dexterity. Or you rolled the dexterity check earlier, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
dirty 20.
That was the measure for success here. You definitely got it. So you sneak in behind Giovanna on the left side of the building. Let me tell you what you see. All of the signs are in Septenian, if there are signs at all, but like some of the rooms are labeled with like little metal plaques of gold. You're in a hallway. This building is kind of shaped like a plus sign. Like there's a hallway going one way and then a bisecting hallway going the other. You see rooms to your right and left, and then you see rooms at the other end of the hall, and then what's very clearly a larger room to your left at the back of the building. That's like all one large area. You can start poking your head in rooms if you want to. If actually the doors are probably closed, I don't know how much you're going to be able to figure out.
Is there anyone inside though? Like, do I hear sounds?
It is in here. Passive perception alone would tell you that you are alone in this building.
Cool. I will turn into my regular self once I'm securely inside. And then I will go to the big room first.
You go down the hall and turn left towards like the back section of the building, and there is a large set of double doors. They're kind of hefty. They take some weight to push them, but you quietly push it open and you see it's very dark in here. It's not lit like the rest of the building, but this back section is a large workshop, and you see different tables set up, different materials like wood and gold, silver, copper. There's stone. There's a bunch of other various minerals. There's like beakers and things along the back wall. There are little contraptions made of metal, like he was tinkering on some of these. A lot of drawers and cabinets and stuff that you could start rifling through if you wanted. But before we get to that, everybody else who is outside, Gwen reapproaches the group, and you guys know that Athera has made it into the building. What do you guys want to do?
Well, I told them I think that's Giovanna. So
why don't you go? And if Athera's in, you meet up with her and do whatever the hell you guys were going to do. I don't know. I don't want to go anymore.
Why not?
I don't know. Just doesn't seem like they need me.
You telling me I did that to Zim for nothing?
You did it for them.
Zim points at his face, which still has whipped cream in various crevices of his scales.
Go on, nerds. Go have fun.
Question. Can I cast... would I be able to cast Dimension Door while I am concentrating on invisibility?
Ooh, let me check. I don't think Dimension Door is a concentration spell, so my initial instinct is yes.
You will become uninvisible.
Yeah. Casting a spell breaks invisibility, but it's not concentration, but it would break invisibility.
Okay.
But I think Dimension Door, I don't even know if you would need to be invisible for that. You could just teleport into the building. I mean, yeah,
well,
I'm 500 feet. You got...
I'm saving it for now, but I just want to make sure. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go ahead and cast invisibility on myself. If I can find it again. There it is. Cast on myself, and I'm going to walk up to the door behind Giovanna.
Cool. There is a window. You'll have to kind of scale the fence that's around it. There's like a 6-foot tall fence with various shrubbery and green growing on it. So you can spend a couple seconds to scale that, hop over, and she just kind of keeps an eye out. Walk over to the window and scale yourself on in.
Okay. Yeah, I'll scale in, I'll hop down, and I'll start looking for any room that just screams, hey, I'm a secret lab.
Cool. Let's see if anybody else wants to join. Maybe Ava, potentially.
Nope.
Yeah,
I did give Rosari's Bardic, by the way, now.
I'll just follow the invisible footprints of Lucian, kind of nod to Giovanna, and then just scale into the same window.
She kind of double checks to make sure that none of the guards can see this way, but obviously through the fence they cannot. You hop over the window and you are good to go. Gwen, Ava, Leo, y'all staying out?
Why don't you want to go anymore?
I told
Yeah, I was
you
about
why.
to say the same thing. You
I
seem so gung-ho.
Yeah.
no, they have it handled. They're
Yeah,
good.
But you're
but,
pretty
like-
sneaky.
Yeah, you seemed like the person to go do this, and now you're all, like, pouty about it. What happened?
Don't worry about it, Leo. And she pushes you, and then she starts walking off.
Ava!
Ava,
Come
See,
on!
that's girl speak for something's wrong. Gwen, you stay here with the group. Make sure they don't get into any trouble. I'm gonna go after Ava, make sure she doesn't get into any trouble.
Okay.
Cool.
I think it's just her and Dahlia now.
What's up, Dahlia?
Dolly's just sitting there like, I'm happy to help at any point if you guys need it.
You want to play patty cake?
Sure, teach it to me.
Alright. I'm gonna teach her how to play patty cake while everyone else is doing their thing.
In the house, let's go back there. Actually get a little bit of information going here. So, Athira, you have made your way to the workshop area. Lucian and Rosaris, you guys are not very far behind. You scale through the window. The house is empty. I'm going to say that you guys were probably, or no, Athira would have had a little bit of a head start. Athira, I'm going to let you start poking around in this room, and then you guys will enter the building.
Cool. So this is his house, not just where his lab was.
No, this was just a, office. So this is his workshop. All of the other
Okay.
rooms are most likely some various type of, workroom.
Okay, cool. I'll say pretty sure that at the very least I probably heard Rosaris come in. So I'm going to leave them to look for specific, it's all in a language I can't read, and they're more attuned to finding stuff like that. I want to look around, probably mostly in the smaller rooms, to see if there's anything that I would recognize from Sacredina, or anything that would tell me why I was supposed to talk to him.
Let me label a couple of things really quick. Okay, so there are 4 other rooms that you could check out. You don't know what any of them are. At this point, it's probably just, you can either guess or you could ask Lucian and Rosaris to read the labels on the rooms.
Yeah, I'll walk out to them. Guys, I think that larger room is the one that we're looking for. It should have information if he was doing any kind of experiments. Could you read these door labels for me? I want to look for some things pertaining to why I needed to talk to him.
Sure, they say.
They say, in the hallway that you came in, there is the study and the lab. In the other hallway that you guys have not checked out yet is the library and the lounge, and you just came from the workshop. So 5 total rooms. I will also let you guys know now that time is slowly ticking. Every time that you guys do an interaction, search a room, or do anything like that, it is slowly going to eat away at how much time you have until two of the guards rotate through the building. There is also I should let you know, a back door in the workshop. Like there is a small little exit door you can take to go out to the back gate. So pick a room.
I'm gonna start in the study.
Cool. You go to the study. You two, do you want to follow or go to a different room?
The workshop, does that seem like the main workshop he used?
Yeah, this looks to be the place.
Bigger room.
He actually did stuff.
Okay, is the door sealed or anything, or is it just open?
All the doors are unlocked and open.
Okay. I'll just walk.
I'll go to the library, I think a lot of the rooms have similar names. What are the 5 rooms?
I'm going to send them
I know.
in chat so you guys can pick. We have the library, the lounge, the study, the lab, and the workshop. We'll just go one at a time, and then I'll ask what you want to do in that room. Athira, you said the...
Study.
Study. You walk into the study, turn the brass doorknob, enter in. This study is covered. There's a huge desk with bookshelves and things, a bunch of journals and a couple of books scattered about, a lot of papers that you can't read, but some of them have diagrams and things that he might have been analyzing in here. If you want to tell me something specific you're looking for, it'll certainly lower the DC. But if you want to give me an investigation check, you might find some important stuff in here.
So I would be looking for anything with, gosh, can't remember the guy, but my mentors, if he had a seal, or if there's a language or something, or handwriting, something that would specifically be okay, that came from him, or anything that would be closer to what I'm used to seeing from what he used to correspond with people in this world. I think that's the biggest thing. And then just any, if there would have been a trinket that was given as a gift, that I'd be oh, that came from my homeland, that kind of stuff.
Uh-huh. So anything regarding Sacredana, go ahead, give me an investigation check.
We're so good at these. F5.
You got no idea. You can't read the papers. You can't read the titles of the books. You don't see anything regarding Sacredana, no trinkets that are reminiscent of home, no language that's in common. You don't see anything regarding a teleportation circle of any sort. So yeah, it is kind of lost on you.
Cool.
Let's go to the next.
I just progressively frustrated.
So Athira is rifling through the study right now as we speak. Lucian, you are up next.
I am going to go into the workshop.
Cool.
Mainly I'm going to be looking for any smaller chunks of iridium that I could shove in my pockets.
Yeah.
Any kind of vials or anything like that look like they may have been important in any kind of testing or experimentation, and any plans or diagrams that seem like they could hold more information on the transfiguration of iridium.
Go ahead, also give me an investigation check.
That is a 27.
Ooh. Okay. I'm going to give you a couple of different things he was working on and let you pick one to hone in on and really investigate that area. You have levitation, flight, and buoyancy stuff. You have material transmutation, and then you have energy distribution. Or
I'm going to focus
energy absorption. It's a better word.
Energy distribution and energy absorption, or just energy absorption?
Just absorption. That's a better word for it.
Okay. I am going to focus on material transmutation.
Cool. An entire corner of this workshop is dedicated to material transmutation. There are these almost like periodic tables with tiny little bits of different materials that are labeled and listed out. You can see different types of wood, different types of stones and minerals, different metals, even some bits of now kind of, they are enclosed, luckily, but like organic bits. Like there's some fur, there's a little bit of skin, a lot of stuff. And there are scrawled notes everywhere about the capabilities to transmute these different types of things. A lot of it looks like it was trial and error. There was a lot of attempts that failed. There was a lot of, tests that went wrong. On a 27, I'm going to say that you start kind of looking through some of the shelves in this area. Is there anything specific that catches your eye before you find anything else?
Well, after reading the medical notes, the chart, I am going to be more on the lookout for anything relating to copper transmutation, or I guess anything surrounding copper, because of what was on the chart.
On 27, I'm going to tell you that very seldom did he need to transmute copper. He did. He turned a couple different things into copper. Stone is probably the easiest of which, but also just any other, like he could turn iron to copper. That was one of the earlier things that he learned how to do. You're also able to note that the majority of the stuff that he ended up transmuting was gold, like precious metals. So
transmuting to gold?
Yeah. I will also say that there could be more information that you find after we skip to Rosari's next.
Okay.
So we have the study and the workshop. I'll do the library.
Cool. You go in. It is a small, like little home-like library. So it's not super big. It's kind of, it's a little bit smaller than what you had at the order, but the books seem to be a lot more intentionally picked. There is certainly some eccentric picks among them. Anything specific you're looking for in this room?
There are two main things. One is if there is any kind of row of books that has dust on it except for one, I want to try to pull it just to see if there's a trapdoor, because wizards are cool. Two, if there are like any books missing from a shelf, to see what topics the books around it are, because someone like that's going to organize his bookshelves. So I want to see what he was researching right before he, or at least had books out on right before he died.
I will also say looking at the books that he has out in his study might also be something that you could do. Same thing, I'm going to say give me an investigation check, and let's see how you do.
24.
24 is really solid. You go through a couple of the shelves and you find like one book that you're like, ooh, this one looks like he had it a lot. There's no dust on it. The rest of the shelf looks kind of archaic, and you pull it and you're waiting for a second and you're waiting for a second, but nothing happens.
Cool.
But you pull this book and it is it's almost like a medical book. It's not any sort of like fiction or any sort of interesting historical work. It is simply a documentation, like medically, of the effects of like different metals on the body.
Got it. I'm gonna shove that in the bag of holding real fast. I guess just anything else that stands out, like specifically Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they found kind of the things I was looking for, so I may just be in the wrong area.
Yeah, and that is completely okay. So we will say that the rest of the room, I will just let you know, probably isn't going to have much for you to really find. Even if you're looking specifically for like what books are missing, you're going to get more information walking down the hall. Before we go back to Aethera, the three of you, Leo, you're chasing down Ava in the street. Gwen is teaching Dahlia patty cake. Anything you guys want to do really quick before we move on to the next little round in the house?
I just want to prod Ava why she's so grumpy.
I don't think he could catch me is the problem.
I don't think I could. Hold on. Perception check.
I guess the better question is, does Ava let Leo catch her?
That's an 11.
Yeah, no, she probably is not. She is going back. She's just going back though to drink. So if you can guess that, then you'll know, I guess.
Okay, here we go. Can I guess that? Huh?
It's okay.
Oh yeah, okay.
It's okay to make a narrative decision sometimes. You know the character.
I lose her in the streets and I go back to the tavern.
Yeah, you eventually lose her after like a minute or so of trying to scurry after her, but she's fast, she's sneaky. So whether it is of a I know where she's going or just, well, no better place to return to than the tavern, we'll say that you head back there. Gwen, how's Patty Cake going?
How's Dahlia doing? They're the one learning.
Pretty good.
Oh shit, that is going pretty good.
Y'all are having a good time. All right, you might even
Hey.
some more games if you can.
Do a 3-way patty cake with Zim. Come on.
Let's see how Zim does.
Can Zim do that? Like
Zim does shit at Patty.
Oh, oh no! I thought I taught you better than that.
Don't break, there's whipped cream in his eye.
Yeah.
Oh, you right.
He's
Never mind.
So messy.
You right. Should probably pour some water on his head. I don't know.
I just don't want to sideline you on your first session back, but you guys are playing some games over there. If you find something that you're wanting to poke around and do, just let me know. But let's move it
Okay.
to the building. Aethera, you are currently in the study, if I remember correctly. You can reattempt to search for things in here, or you can move to another room. I'll consider it all part of the same, like, round.
I'm gonna message Rosaries if he's close enough. I'm assuming it's not that crazy. If you're not being highly productive, could you come to the study?
I look around at the disappointing no hidden wall behind bookshelf and just respond back with, yeah, on my way. I'll trot myself along.
Yeah, these don't have to be individual turns. You guys can interact.
Cool. As when he comes in, I'll like come over and this time I'm gonna shut the door behind him, just in case the guards come through. And I'm looking for some things, but I can't handle this insufferable language. Everything makes no sense. Well, let me just explain this to you. And I'm going to explain him. I'm going to give him the name I've been looking for, some of the like details and stuff. There might be other useful things in these papers. They're gibberish to me. Can you help?
I can do my best. And I will be investigating.
I will say
I get the help action?
Yeah, you have advantage, not only because you know exactly what you're looking for, but Aethera's also there. Let's see, back in the study.
Looking over your shoulder very carefully.
They are both a natural 16 or a 21.
For a 21. Speaking the language, it's a lot easier for you to find this information. Wouldn't you believe it? I'm going to say that there are a couple of things that I'm going to point out, and I'm going to let you pick one very similar to what I did for Galen. Like, pick one to delve into. There are a couple of books that are scattered about in different areas of the study. Some of them have like notes scribbled throughout them. Some of them have like papers attached to them that he was clearly documenting with. There's those. There are a couple of like what look to be journals. They could be like research journals or personal journals that are just kind of like aligned on a shelf. They look to be labeled by the year. And I think, yeah, those are going to be the main two things here in the study. So do you want to check the books that he was checking out or the journals that are scattered about? The one for the current year is located like on his main desk. It's not stashed away.
Which one do you think, Aethir?
Well, what I'm most interested in would probably be in the journals. But
got it. So I'll at least grab the current years and kind of flip through it, and then go in like reseating order. So
yeah. I'm gonna take while he's doing that because he pointed it out. I'm gonna reach up and just take some of the older ones and throw them into my bag.
I'll also say
yeah.
Go ahead.
Since he's doing all the studying, I'm keeping an extra ear out for when the guards start to come by.
Sure. When that time hits, I will certainly let you know. You grab all the journals, you start reading through the recent years. The most recent dates actually kind of line up with the physician reports that you guys received. The most recent entry was on the 11th of Radis. And it says something to the extent of he believes that the sickness is taking hold. He doubts the doctors know anything about it. It's futile, but he's going anyway. Flipping back a couple of pages, he seems to be referencing a sort of like magical sickness that he believes he was contracting. However, he does note in there that despite that, every blood test that he's gotten has shown no gold in his system. So he was clearly worried about gold specifically, but he was getting tested for multiple metals. If you want to keep flipping through, you can just tell me if you're looking for anything specific, but the most recent couple of months were work orders, notes for research, and then this.
Does it ever say a specific name of who was giving him his results? I'm wanting to see if someone was faking his results.
The doctor name is Dr. Nicola Lemirosa, but
was that the guy that we just talked to?
No, different person. Okay. But there doesn't seem to be any doubt from Galleazo. He doesn't mention thinking the results were faked, but he is going on and on about like he knows that something's happening to him. The doctors just aren't able to find it. He believes that like the gold is doing something to him, and he thought that the way to identify it was blood tests.
Okay.
So Aethir, you got the books. Rosaris, you were able to pick up on that. Lucian, you're back in the workshop. Do you want to keep poking and prodding around this material transmutation area, or do you want to go look at a different area? Because there are about a dozen shelves that you have not looked through yet.
Yeah. Before I leave material transmutation, is there any Viridium I'm able to just, like any small chunks I'm able to
Do you want to spend this turn
pick up?
Looking through the shelves?
Oh, that would be the whole turn. No, I'm going to go over to energy absorption.
Cool. Similar to material transmutation, it looks just like a little study area where different sources of energy. There look to be like tiny little enchanted orbs that you can read the documentation. The instructions are like you have to like tap it against a material and it emits like that damage type. So like fire, cold, acid, lightning, all of those. And Galleazo did not finish it, but he was working on refining Viridium to like perfectly accept that energy, basically making you immune to it. He was able to get resistant, but not immune. I will give you no more information than that this turn without a check, and I will let you know that You are like not amiss to believe that he would have some Viridium in his workshop. You don't know if they would have taken that. Hello, Stinky. But I'm going to give you two options.
Boy.
You can either look into, because you mentioned this refinement process for Viridium. If you want to start scanning the room for that, you can either look for how to refine it, or you can look for actual Viridium itself with the rest of this turn.
I think for this turn, I'm going to look into how to refine it.
Cool. Give me an investigation check. DC 18. On a failure, you still get some information.
Ooh, that's a 2 on the die. That's a 13.
Just within the realm of 5 within the DC, a little bit of information. It's very clear from his notes. You're not able to find how he does it, but you're able to find out that the refinement process for Viridium is not like a mechanical process. It's not like cutting a gem to make it super shiny and look super pretty. It seems to be a magical process that you would have to like learn how to do, akin to learning a new spell. And that is going to be it for this turn. Leo and Ava heading back to the tavern. That's going to take you guys a couple of minutes. Are you going hastily? Are you running after Ava? Is it just like a calm little stroll? What are we doing?
I'm calmly strolling. I'm not worried specifically. Yeah, I'm not worried. I think I'll pick up some street food on the way too, because I know the food at the tavern is kind of foofy. Maybe I'll get like a meat stick or something on the way back, but that's about it.
Cool.
Boofy.
Goofy. It's a new word. It's a big word for Felmo. Gwen, Dahlia, and Zim still playing games over there. Let's just get on with the little investigation that we got going here. Time is ticking down. You guys are a couple minutes into this, and you know that you had maybe 15 minutes max. Picking back up with Aethera and Rosari's in that room, you guys get the idea now. Tell me where you want to go and what you want to look for.
First, I'll point those books out to you, Aethera, if they're worthwhile for you to grab, and then I would just tell you, Lucian's in the workshop. I've been to the library. I'll try the lab next if you want to meet me there.
No, that's fine. I'm gonna scoop up those books. I'm basically just taking things that might be able to interpret later with Lucian's help, maybe.
Cool. I'll go to the lab next. What differentiates the lab from a workshop? Out of curiosity.
To find out. Let's just go ahead and make your investigation check, Aethera. If you also want to go, obviously advantage.
Yep, I'll go with him.
Does have a different purpose.
19.
On a 19, you're able to discern what the purpose is, but not how to do it. This is where Galleazo refined Viridium. There is a very clear little like station, like a table, that he would take the material and then perform some sort of like magical ritual onto it to refine it. You said an 18 or a 19?
19.
19. On a 19, you are able to find small, tiny little like dime-sized samples of both refined and unrefined Viridium, and I'm going to explain the difference to you now. What you saw before was unrefined Viridium. It looks very similar to kind of like how moss agate looks. I'll find a picture to tell you guys, or to send to you guys, but it kind of has this very like there's stuff inside of it. It almost looks like moss. That's why it's called moss agate. But it's very impure, and it looks almost like messy, to explain it simply. But the refined Viridium looks like an emerald. Like it is pure green, kind of like partially translucent. It looks really, really cool. Let me add up this picture of moss agate to show everybody. Where did it go? There we go. So you can see Moss Agate like has the stuff inside of the crystal. It almost looks like vines and stuff going. But the refined version looks like it takes that and almost like expands it and fills the crystalline structure so that it's all kind of green. So you're able to find tiny little samples of both. You don't know if it's enough to really do what you wanted, but there might be some more Viridium somewhere in the building. If you are able to roll high enough on an investigation check, this might be where you find how to refine it as well.
Okay.
Athira, were you helping or did you go somewhere else?
Well, if you didn't count me as helping, then I'll just go somewhere else.
Did you roll with advantage? Okay, cool. You guys are able to piece that together as a pair. Lucian, you are back in the workshop. Same situation as last time. What do you want to do?
The last thing I want to do before moving to the lab is just look for raw Viridium.
Cool. Give me another investigation check. You are running through, opening different cabinets, looking in different drawers, and we're going to see if we can't get you some Viridium.
That is a 22.
On a 22, rifling through, being careful not to cause too much noise, but eventually over in the sort of like levitation and flight section, underneath some like diagrams of airships and the different locations that Viridium is placed on them, you open a set of cabinets and you see a glass container with almost like it's kind of jagged and crystalline, so it's not perfect, but it's almost a baseball sized little gem of unrefined Viridium.
Okay, I'm going to take that and immediately make my way to the lab.
Cool. You take it, run. We'll pick up on the next round with Rosari's Athira. Lucian comes to you guys with a glass jar full of what you just identified as unrefined Viridium. The last time you guys touched it, Athira turned into a zombie.
Mind you, I'm still invisible,
like
so
that
they
stuff.
just see... I'm still invisible, so they just see a container floating their way.
Oh, great! It's going floating around now.
Sorry. It's me. It's Lucian. I found this in the workshop, along with some notes on refining Viridium. Have you seen anything about that in this lab?
I believe it's like he does that here, but I haven't been able to piece it together. I could help you do that if Athira, you had somewhere else you wanted to investigate.
I can go check the lounge since no one's gone there.
That'll work.
Okay, you be careful. I think the gods are going to come back soon.
This is our last stop. And I'm going to gingerly take the jar of deadly radiation poisoning and like, Lucian, you need your hands free.
Cool. Lucian, if you want to roll an investigation with advantage, Athira, also roll an investigation for the lounge.
With advantage, 21.
A 21 is going to be enough for you to figure this out. There are various little notes and things that are kind of tucked away, little like journals on the different types of refinement that Galleazo's done, because you learn that refinement is a very loose term when it comes to Viridium, because Viridium, the way that he describes it, he says that it can be like trained to do something, but if you attempt to make it do something besides what it was trained to do, it reacts very like violently. And refinement is nulling that sort of violent process. To remind you, when Leo cast that spell near the homunculus, it basically like exploded and did random magical effects. The refinement makes it where it takes that magical energy and like funnels it down to one specific effect. That effect can be a lot of different things. You just saw the workshop where he's changing one material to another using Viridium. He has airships that are able to fly because Viridium changes the ship to be more light than air. There's a lot of stuff you can do, but you have to know how to do that already, like as a spell. Viridium is just a like material formation of that. So the process that he would go through is essentially repeatedly casting the spell into the Viridium very, very carefully. And then over time, once it's complete, it like is this beautiful green gem. It could then be used to essentially like make a magic item with that property.
Okay.
His notes do say that there are some limitations to this. It can't do everything. He's kind of narrowed it down to like, it's really good at transmutation magic. It's occasionally good at some of the other schools. Like he's attempted to make it good at abjuration, like with resisting damage types and stuff like that. But those are really the two main ones. He hasn't been able to get it to do anything else.
So just transmutation, abjuration?
Yeah. Really good at transmutation. Some unique cases of abjuration.
Okay. And do I see anything in the notes about the actual spell being used?
It depends on what you're trying to get the Viridium to do. That's the part that's the most difficult, is like, he says that there's no actual refinement process. It's just, if you wanted the Viridium to make an airship fly, you would have to cast fly or levitate in it over and over and over again over time.
Okay.
And it would eventually learn that spell.
Okay. I thought it was a spell to refine it and then a different spell to specify it.
No. But I will say, he does have like kind of diagrams and details about like the little ritual that he sets up to make it a lot more safe. Because again, it reacts very violently to magic. So like, there's little detail. You do like some arcane sigils and stuff to like protect the magic from expanding outwards. You take the diagrams, keep it with you. You essentially know how to refine Viridium now.
Sweet.
Aethera, this lounge is the last room that no one has entered. It may or may not hold a lot of secrets. Would you mind rolling me I will let you roll perception for this one. You know exactly what you're looking for.
Thanks.
It's not investigation anymore.
4 guards are just chilling in the room.
Oh, I closed the door behind me. Thank you. 27.
Jesus. Tell me exactly the things that you're looking for. That's not going to change the answer you get, because there is something in this room. But I want to know what Aethera is looking for specifically. Is there a specific type of wood carving from home where like people would trade gifts of like wood carved animals? Is there a specific visual that was used a lot? Is there any special imagery that would be associated with Sacredana? What are you looking for as you scour through this room that is literally just a lounge? It's got a couple like chairs for relaxing in, a couple of end tables, a nice big window.
We have a lot of things that are symbolism of the tree, and I think a big thing that we'll give to people as like trinkets and stuff would be some kind of either like a tracing or a carving of the patterns of the tree's leaves. So that's pretty common, or like different parts of like you know, like a silhouette of a tree's branches and like a circle, like that is sometimes handed to people. So anything that is specifically indicative of that tree, and I'm imagining it has a very unique leaf pattern that I'd be like, oh yeah.
Sure. The thing that sticks out to you, you're scanning the room, the rug on the floor has a sort of leafy pattern to it. It's got this nice golden accent to the green of like a border around it. On a 27 perception? Was that correct?
Yeah.
On a 27 perception, you don't know how to cast teleport, but you've interacted with teleportation circles before. This rug doesn't directly have a teleportation circle, but it has all of the pieces for a teleportation circle. What I mean by that is at each corner, that little like rounded sort of accent piece has a string of what look like runes spelled out with these kind of golden leafy decorations around the side. If you were to take the four corners of this rug and like place them together, you would essentially have a teleportation circle. That's very surprising to Tenno.
Yeah, that's surprising to me. Okay. Is the rug... How big is this rug? Can I roll it up?
You could certainly roll it up, but it is like 8 feet by 8 feet. It's like a big ass square rug. On a 27, I'll even give you a little bit more information. You doubt that like using this rug as the teleportation circle would potentially even work. It is not made with the materials that need to be used to cast teleportation. However, a wizard who knows teleport could study these runes for a couple minutes and then use that to cast teleport.
So from my understanding, we wouldn't need the rug. We would just need to have the ruins, and then we could do it wherever.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna message Rosaris again so as not to distract whatever Lucien's doing. If you have time, when he's done with that, please bring Lucien into here. I need his help. But then I'm gonna start like writing down the ruins as well in case they don't.
You start like going around to the different corners. You take note of the different runes. You're very, very careful. But again, they're not perfectly in like arcane script because they're spelled out with like leaves and vines and stuff like that. Rosaris, Lucien, is there anything else you guys want to do before going back to Aethera to help?
Is there any refined viridium immediately within our grasp?
You're searching through, and on the checks that you guys have made, at least, definitely none that you have seen. Your best assumption is that any viridium that has been refined probably got like sold pretty quickly and sent out to wherever it was being used.
Okay. In that case, I'm just gonna take any notes that I've found in there, hand them to Rosaris. Say, can you put this in your bag as well?
I look down at my bag of holding that I can see iron ingots starting to spill out of it, and I just kind of shove down. I'm like, yeah, I got it. And just I look like Mary Poppins.
Swords in here.
And if we're done, Aethera seems like she needs both of us in the lounge.
Oh, in the lounge. Okay. And I'll go ahead and head that way.
Fantastic. You guys arrive in the lounge. You see Aethera standing over a large rug, and she's like drawing it in a little sketchbook.
Oh, good, you're here. Okay, Lucien, I need you to make copies of these runes as well in case I do it wrong, and then Rosaris, if possible, I want to roll up this rug and stick it into my bag of holding.
Your bag of holding, sure, yes.
Yes, I know yours is... I don't even know how you fill up a bag of holding, but you've managed it.
It's a blessing and a curse. Yeah, just let me know when you're done. I'll roll it up. If you want to start at one end, do like two on the end, I'll start rolling up that end while you draw the other two.
Perfect.
Cool. So you guys go through and take notes of all these. Rosaris, when you pick this rug up to get it in the bag, you guys do notice that faintly in the floor, almost kind of like burned in the wood grain, it's another teleportation circle, but it is not the same one. Now that you have the runes down, you're able to see it is a different set. So this is attuned to a different place, supposedly.
I'll immediately start writing those underneath.
Does it look like it would work?
Yeah, not in the same way that the ones at Uralumis would, but yeah. The ones at Uralumis were like specially made to let you cast teleport without actually needing to cast teleport. This is a normal teleportation circle, which the parameters of are slightly different. You don't get to just not use the spell slot.
Lucian, are you capable of activating this?
Am I capable of activating that?
Teleport is a 7th level spell.
Well, wouldn't he just would he need teleport, or would he just need teleportation circle?
They're the same spell.
No, they're not.
Are they not?
One's 5th level and one's 7th level. 5th level, you need a circle. 7th level one is just anywhere.
Hold on.
Anywhere.
Yeah. So yeah, teleportation circle would be within your. That is what this spell would be. Yeah. You're. Thank you for correcting.
Oh, and I have the book for you right here. Here you go. Read it.
Yeah, teleport allows you to teleport without a circle to a different place. Teleportation circle allows you to teleport between circle. So this one looks like a teleportation circle. Give me an Arcana check. I'm gonna make the DC kind of high. I'm gonna say if you want the actual literal answer, it's a 25.
That is a 30.
We're talking about a man who could at will alter the properties of physical objects. You get the sense that that rug has the actual teleportation circle. And what he probably did was take this teleportation circle, and if he ever went to Sacredana, would change the runes on it by altering the wood, teleport, and then come back and revert it. This teleportation circle actively in the floor does not go to Sacredana. That one on the rug probably does.
Okay. I'd like to still mark down the runes on the circle that's engraved in the floor.
Takes you to Mount Vesuvius, right on the edge.
Ooh.
With that, the guards are not coming through the house yet, but time is still ticking down. What is your next move, group?
All right, we have the rug, and Lucian got everything that he needed to write, I'm assuming?
Yes. I think we need to leave soon.
I agree.
Cool. I will be the first, and I walk out the door towards the window.
Where our friendly guard is, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I want to go through a different one. Really.
Just to walk out. Hey.
So it happens.
Teleportation circles, am I right? No, you guys get out. You're able to exit through the window. I'm going to say, as you guys exit, the one roll I'm going to have you guys do is will all three of you give me a stealth check with advantage.
I just want to point out mechanically, because we've never said anything, I already had advantage because I have elven boots on. They've been in my bag of holding for literal 2 years. Nobody claimed them, so I put them on.
Hell,
Nice.
Depending on what you're having us make this check for, will invisibility
no, this is purely
counteract any of
rolls.
that? Okay.
I will have turned back into a squirrel to leave, so that it's not 3 people.
You don't have to make one then.
Still,
Hey,
it's not
shorty,
punishment.
with advantage, I got a natural 20 for a 19.
Oh, that's right, advantage.
Holy moly.
Wait.
The classic Zakoyama joke. I got $100,000. I invested it all and turned it into $16,000. That's how
Profit? No.
Profit? No.
15.
15. Those will be high enough. They're not great, but they're high enough for you guys to exit through the window. Rosaries has like spears and swords poking out of his bag of holding that he's gently carrying over.
I'm going to say the reason why Lucian got so low is an ingot fell out and landed on his big toe, and I had to like cover his mouth.
But on a 15, you guys are able to successfully scale back over the wall, and then as you're like walking away, you hear a murmur of "thank God," and literal less than a minute after you guys exit, the guards begin to rotate and change position as you guys start walking and becoming sort of incognito and head back to the group.